Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. I Shall Survive Using Potions. Written by Funa. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. Kaoru Nagase was caught up in a mysterious phenomenon and died when returning home from work. It was because of a time-space distortion that a higher life form was cleaning up, but she was able to receive a younger body and the ability to create any potion she wanted in another world. Kaoru, who's now a rather sharp-eyed 15-year-old girl again, will work hard for a peaceful life in another world. As a commoner, she doesn't understand the thinking of nobles. She's now stuck in a delusional story that she's trying to escape from. Hey, this is different from what you told me, goddess. On to the next novel, we have. While killing slimes for 300 years, I became the max level Unknowingly, written by Morita Kisetsu. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. The very ordinary company office lady, Azusa Aizawa, died from overwork. For that reason, I decided to live a slow life in a house in the mountains as an immortal witch with the figure of a 17-year-old. The main source of income is to defeat slimes inhabiting the area to acquire magic stones. I sold these at the guild in the village. Besides that, I made medicinal herbs, became known as the Witch of the Highlands, and lived with respect and trust. However, as a result of continuing to beat slimes for 300 years, the experience values accumulated too much, and I unknowingly became level 99, the world's strongest witch. The level 99 witch now works together in the village with her dragon girl apprentice in moderation, while helping everyone in the village. On to the next novel, we have. The Reincarnated Vampire Wants an Afternoon Nap, written by Choking Yomaru. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. A polite and lethargic boy was reincarnated in another world as a vampire bishoujo. In this world of swords and magic, this protagonist who was reborn replete with all kinds of cheat powers was searching for one thing. 3 meals a day, snacks and an afternoon nap, I guess. Are you really the protagonist? And thus begins the fantasy comedy of a vampire looking for the ideal moocher lifestyle. On to the next novel, we have. Demon Noble Girl Tilda, Story of a Careless Demon Tilda, written by Haru no Hai. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 9. Its synopsis is as follows. She had a dream. The world was brimming with light. Family. School. Friends. Trains. Buses. Movies. Books. In that world of light, she grew into adulthood, and at the very end, in a white room, she fell into darkness. She awoke from the dream to find that she had become a demon. In the demon world, she lived a carefree life until she encountered a powerful being. After such a long time spent living as a demon, before she knew it, spreading in her heart was a yearning for that world of light. She plunged herself into a summoning magic circle that had appeared. Then, when she opened her eyes once again, she had become a human baby. She was in the Holy Kingdom. She felt fearful. While she was indeed a demon, she only had the strength of a baby. Her being a demon, if discovered, would be terrible. Was she a human or a demon? Would she be able to survive from here on out? On to the next novel, we have. Reign of the Hunters, written by Season of Fireworks. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. The happiest thing in the world is to be able to amend what you have done wrong. She who acted willfully because of a game, was reincarnated into a time when she still had her parents' love. For the sake of her family, she began her life as a pro gamer. But this time, she was no longer the human sorceress that she was familiar with. She was an elven huntress. Could she still acquire the power to be the right hand of God? On to the next novel, we have. I became a magical cheat Loli witch Tilda, my different world life with my reincarnation privilege, creation magic, and the seed of magic, Tilda, written by Aloha Zaku. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. A goddess of another world who called herself Goddess Lilio gave her a unique skill, creation magic, and the nameless protagonist reincarnated into another world. Although she had knowledge of her previous life Japan, she couldn't remember the specifics. The girl who decided to call herself Chise invented the seed of magic in order to increase her mana, and continued creating them with her increased mana. The girl who obtained massive amounts of mana stopped aging, and eventually obtained perpetual youth. The forever young Loli cheat creation witch Chise brought her companion Tet, her golem daughter who can't grow old, to become an adventurer, and traveled around various places in a different world with the safe land as a base that she personally created. On to the next novel, we have The Magnificent Battle Records of a Former Noble Lady, written by Yumaneko. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Sitina was originally a duke's daughter. Sentenced to exile 2 years ago, she crossed over to the neighboring country and entered its guild. The current Sitina, who became strong to the extent that even foreign countries knew her name, was summoned by the country which exiled her. In order to purify the land defiled by monsters, Sitina gets stuck in a journey with a partner who constantly has zero motivation. The girl from the different world who drove her into banishment. The first prince who was her former fiancé, her former brother who is a knight and a pointlessly shy magician. This is the story of Sitina slicing off enemies, playing the part of a straight man, Tsukomi, and sometimes, the fool, Boke, to her companions. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.